Hello, Instagram and YouTube. I want to make sure I am coming through. I've connected the software. If you are tuning in, give me a wave. There I am. I can see myself coming through. Dana Kay here, ADHD health practitioner. If you are tuning in, let me know in the chat that you can hear me. I am making sure that I can see the comments over here. Now, I think I'm coming through. There we go. I can see some people. Jess, hi. Guys, let me know in the chat that you can hear me and that I'm coming through. I'm using a new platform, and so it is a little bit difficult to navigate, but I'm excited to be here. Have you ever watched another parent share their ADHD success story, and inside you've thought to yourself, that could never work for us? I hear that all the time from parents. But in today's live training, I'm here live, I want to show you what's really possible, not just for some families, but for yours as well. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Dana Kay. If we've never met before, I just want to quickly introduce myself. I am a health and nutrition practitioner. I'm the founder of the ADHD Thrive Institute, and I help families all across the USA and also in the UK and Australia help families reduce ADHD symptoms naturally without relying solely on medication. Now, for those of you tuning in live or listening via the replay, just tell me either yes or no in the comments if you agree with this statement. Sometimes it feels like other people see improvements and my family doesn't. Just let me know if you can relate to this feeling, yes or no. I know I definitely could when my son was really struggling. I saw all of these success stories all the time online, and I thought, well, I must be doing something wrong. Or I thought their child must not have as significant ADHD symptoms as mine. I had all of these reasons that I just knew we could never get there. He could never thrive. Now, I know that belief was actually keeping me stuck. And that's what I want to talk with you guys about today, because it might be keeping you stuck as well. And I don't want anyone else to feel the way that I felt all those years ago. So let's dive in. Now, most families, and the reason I'm looking this way, I'm seeing if there's any comments. So guys, let me know in the chat if you've got any questions. But most families dealing with ADHD have tried it all: meds, therapy, behavior charts, maybe even supplements or special diets. And, almost no one is talking about the biological stresses underneath the symptoms. Even, many well-meaning professionals. I'm talking things like food sensitivities, gut imbalances, yeast overgrowth, mold, parasites, detox issues, nutrient deficiencies. These can quietly fuel ADHD symptoms unless you're looking underneath the behavior, underneath your child's ADHD symptoms. You'll miss them. And we actually use functional lab testing to look for what's really going on deep into your child's body. Now, because once you address the underlying biological stresses, that's when things can finally start shifting. Now, if you'll let me, I really want to introduce you to some of the incredible families that we've worked with. I want to show you the lab results. I want to show you the lab results of these families so you can really understand what I mean when I say biology, is so often driving our ADHD symptoms, our kids' biology, they're beneath their behavior. So I'm going to share my screen, and this is the first time I've ever shared my screen on Instagram or YouTube. So please bear with me. Here I'm going to share my screen. Guys, please let me know in the chat. Can you see my screen? I'm not seeing comments come through for now, but just let me know in the chat if you can see my screen. Now, this is Angie, okay? Angie used to say, going out in public with her kids felt like walking behind a tornado. Okay. I wonder if any of you guys listening today have ever felt like that. Okay. Let me know in the comments if you have. Well, after functional lab testing that you can see on the screen, we discovered Angie's child had a strong gluten sensitivity. It was producing compounds that actually disrupt the gut brain connection. And we made a few changes based on these results. And yes, thank you, Coach Jim, for sharing that you can see my screen. And just 1 week into our recommended diet, strangers at the YMCA stopped her, not once, but 3 times to compliment her kids' behavior. And Angie said for the first time in forever, things actually felt manageable again. Okay. Then we've got Beth. Okay. Beth's teenage son only ate 5 processed foods. His sleep was terrible. His mood was all over the place. She thought, it's too late for us. After all, he was 17. He was about to move out to college. But testing revealed major gut inflammation, leaky gut, food reactions, immune stress. And once we supported his gut health, he started sleeping better, trying new foods himself, and feeling like himself again. Then we've got Chanel, okay? Her son struggled with focus, with simple math, and following directions. But after testing revealed markers like cryptopyrroles, I'm not sure if any of you have heard of cryptopyrroles before, and elevated HPHPA, both are tied to nervous system imbalances, we knew exactly what to address. Now, today, he's getting 8 out of 8 on math quizzes. He's doing chores without being asked and even earned his karate blue belt. And Chanel called it unreal in the best way. Then we've got Christine. I love just sharing all of these different lab tests and the different results because every child is unique. Christine's daughter was constantly daydreaming. Her homework took forever. Her focus just wasn't there. And when we ran functional lab testing on her daughter, we found detox and oxidative stress issues, markers we rarely see addressed in traditional care. Now, with targeted support, her daughter now finishes her homework on her own. She stays focused in class, and the difference at home is night and day. And finally, I want to tell you about Nora. After a big move, Nora's son was struggling so much that the school said he should be removed from the school district. I mean, it's heartbreaking, but when we looked at his labs, we found elevated markers tied to yeast and mold overgrowth. And these were hidden stresses that were impacting his brain and his behavior. Now, fast forward to today, he is thriving. And get this, his teachers invited Nora to speak to the class about what changed. These are families who were tired, who were unsure, who were running on empty, just like I was back in the day, like you guys might be right now. I'm not sure if you're feeling that way, but they found answers because they stopped guessing and they start testing. Now I'm going to unshare my screen just so you can see me on the screen. I think I've unshared that. Okay. I think, yes, now I've unshared that. But they found those answers. They stopped guessing. They started testing. They followed a proven plan. They weren't super parents. They were just families who got the right support and said yes to doing things differently. So listen, if your child is struggling with focus, meltdowns, sleep, or mood issues, and if you're ready to explore what's really going on inside their body, not just to manage symptoms with a Band-Aid, I'd love to talk with you. I actually offer a free ADHD Thrive breakthrough call where you can talk with me or a member of my team. And on these calls, we'll talk about what's going on with your child and walk through natural next steps that could help them feel better, without more meds. I've opened up a few extra slots in our calendars for the next week. So if that's something that you guys want to do, you just can comment call, C-A-L-L right here on this live or on the replay. I hope that the screen sharing came through okay. You just comment call, C-A-L-L, right here, live or replay, and I'll send you a calendar link so that you can schedule that call. Just make sure, check that out if you'd like to take advantage of the opportunity to talk with a professional about what biological stresses might be fueling your child's ADHD symptoms, because every child is so different. And because, yes, your child can thrive. And no, you don't have to do this alone. We'd love to help you get to a better place with your child, a place where, you know, you don't feel, as Angie said, like you're walking behind a tornado. Or back when I was doing it, I felt like I was going on this emotional roller coaster or walking on eggshells. Guys, that's it for today. I did something different. I shared the screen. I hope it worked. I'm going to have to come back and watch the replay, but thanks for watching. And make sure and watch this space, because I go live just about every week with new training videos to help support you and your family. But I will definitely see you next time. Just remember, you can comment call CALL on this live. I will post the replay to my feed very shortly after this is finished. But that's it for today, guys. Take care, and I hope you have a wonderful week.